Alright, so we got the front off. Right now Sandra's working on getting the oil cooler mounted up to the little front bar setup. I'm gonna finish bolting on the steering shaft there. And then I'm gonna continue to move inside of here. We already got the pedal box fully installed. The lines kind of ran. The front. I might run the right line to the clutch here next. And just trying to generalize most of the stuff so that I can just bolt more things in, be able to get my actual my actual dash in here and my seats. I'm trying to hope to maybe have that in here last, power panel. But I'm gonna make sure I have it bolted up and everything kind of working here in a second, just so I can generalize where most of this harness and stuff is gonna go, which it already pretty much is. I really just need to get to work and keep doing things like bolting things and changing wire things and stuff like that. But see, the harness lights in here. I just need to change like this connector to match this connector. And then, you know, it becomes part of my whole harness now. Oh, it looks neat from back here. But yeah, I'm just trying to continue to bolt on things and continue to bolt on things so then we can throw the engine in. I was really just trying to do everything I could to throw the engine in now, because I think I can do that real quick here in a second. After I finish everything that needs to be done in the engine bay, like put like wrap and stuff like that, and try to do little things, so then I can finalize like the throttle cable and other little things like that. So hopefully the plan is just to keep moving along, keep bolting things, so we can just keep getting ready. I'm gonna keep applying a little bit more of this, and then maybe some gold tape in a couple places, just so it kind of helps and it looks a little nice. But that's for right now the game plan, just to move along kind of quick. All right, we got Sandra lifting this up. Got the bulkheads mounted. They actually lay really good on the inside, just as planned. But she's lifting it up now so we can get it in for the last time, or for the first time, however you want to call it. Well, it's in. Whoa. And guess what? It matches. It's almost like this engine knew that it was going to go into this car. Like this look. Matches. So now I'm going to probably lift it up, put the trans mount on, and then slowly get everything up here probably done, and then get inside the car and finish up the rest of the way. So all the brakes and stuff in here are done. I got the shaft done, I got the bulkheads done. And here I'm gonna still have to figure out some things, but not really. Got most of the stuff laid out in here too. I'm just gonna be pretty much literally building the panel. Building the panel so then I can mount the panel to the bulkheads and stuff like that. So I'm on the bulkheads, I'm ready to go. Both of these units will just be able to be, like I said, if I just build these things, as soon as I build these things, I'm ready to go. So that's my next mission. I'm gonna continue to move on and continue to work. So I made the little oil cooler bracket a little bit better. I put a couple of dimples on it just to make it a little bit stronger, and I kind of polished it out just to make it look nice. You know, I'm trying to hurry up and get this car done, but I also kind of want it to be decent. So I'm gonna keep busting our butts. Santa's over there prepping the diff now. We've just been doing a lot. We got the exhaust done, downpipes done. We got the draft shaft in. I cut the exhaust in the rear so the tips can fit better. What else did I do? I made a clutch line. Let's see if I can show you guys that. I made a clutch line. You can kind of see it down there. I made the start signal. I was tying the motor mounts, tying the trans mount. Like I said, put a drive shaft in it. So we're getting that ready to put that in, and maybe some axles. I'm going to continue to do this. Mount this up, mount the intercooler up, probably mount the front bar up, so then I can continue to mount other little things. I might actually mount the fuel lines before I mount the front bar, because it's kind of easy for me to come all the way in here and stuff like that. But we're actually getting a lot done, and we're cranking away, and stuff's just, like I said, just trying to finish it up with the little touches like this, make it a little decent. And this is super easy to do. You just drilled the appropriate hole, make sure you have a dimple down, the die goes in the desired way you want it, and then in the vise or press, you press it in. It's super simple, super easy, and it makes the parts much stronger, and obviously just looks much better. So I'm going to continue to get at this. I'll keep trying to record little things. I might try to do a couple time lapses here and there just so you guys can see some stuff, but we're really just trying to get done. I'll try to do quick updates like this while I'm doing things, so just so I have content of what's going on and what stage the car actually is. But it's like all this is meant to be. Alright guys, so good thing I was cleaning and looking through stuff. I was just checking out the fuel filter, making sure it was good, and I popped it open, and I noticed this little piece, and I was like, oh, what is that? So I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, oh. I don't think that's supposed to happen. That one. This one. You got them all? I got a slipper, it's nuts!
I'm gonna give this snake a blowjob.
You should just pop it off. Oh my God, Greg, no way. Greg. Well, we pretty much had that on there, and I was gonna show you guys the end of it, but now we gotta show you guys.
Did you know that was gonna happen? I didn't know that was gonna happen.
I
thought it was gonna go right on there.
That's why I told you that. By myself. Well, yeah, we're gonna.
Just gotta get it back on there. Now, when you're sliding ray cam over like the same gauge wire, it's real hard to do, as it's being demonstrated. There's a cheat way to do it, which involves like a air hose right here. But Sebastian's gonna show you how to do that, right, bud?
I'm gonna try. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it with one hand.
Just slide it over, right? You just pinch it. You want me to hold something? I have this hand. There we go.
That, I guess, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna hold this right here.
This is probably not gonna work still.
Careful.
I know. Oh, it's gonna be interesting. Ah. I can't do it with one hand. Oh, wait.
Oh my God, look at magic. And voila!
It's on there.
Tyler, come record us. What are you eating? Where's that, 7-Eleven chips?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here, hold this. We're gonna swap. You're gonna hold that. Just point that directly at us.
Oh, he's directly on his finger.
No, oh no. All right, you got Cheeto on the lens. You got Japanese Cheeto on the lens. All right.
That's fine, that's shady.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna show you the cheat way, getting ray cam on there. This is what, 2 gauge?
I think it's 0.
Hot gauge?
Or 1.
0, something, whatever. It's real tight fit. So you're gonna pinch this end on the air hose right here. Just give it a little bit of air. Look at it go. Look at it go. This is definitely a 2-person job. It's not like, it still sucks. We tried soapy water.
I'd say it blows.
Let's go. Let's go. Left there. Shoot it. Shoot it. That's full pressure now. Really giving her the beam. Yeah, really giving her the beam now. Look at it. See, look, now it's like here. It's right here. Put it in here, right? Pinch it. Ready?
Go.
It's at the same spot. It didn't really move at all. What if we heat it up? I need this one from the back.
Alright guys, so we got a lot going on. Armin and Lizzie are finished bolting it up to the diffuser. And whoa. This thing looks crazy. All put together with the actual color of the car. We also were able to figure out my knuckle situation. Barely turns because there's a different trans, but I had the wrong rotors, or I don't know if it was the wrong rotors or just auto parts store rotors. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but Tyler had some stock tech things laying around, so we threw those on. We also trimmed this thing up pretty nice for the exhaust, so it looks good. We also put the diff in. We got a diff in, one axle, because the other one that I had for this side had red one, so I don't want to put that on. We got this going on. I think the next thing we're gonna try to tackle is maybe these brake lines real quick, and then the copper washers for this, and the clutch master cylinder, or clutch slave, I meant. So when we do the clutch slave, I'll be able to bleed the brakes. I got some stuff in here going on. Got the harness in. I don't know if I record any of this, but I've got the harness in. We got the front bar in, bolted down. The oil cooler's in. I don't think I have the lines are still loose, but I'm tying those lines. And then TC 105, the rest of the thing. Got the TCs right here. And TC the rest of stuff. I already put one right here, which should be ready. But I'll put that line there. Put one in there, so I can do my old temp sensor right here. Hanging on from there. It's kind of, there it goes. Hard to see. But yeah, I need to do that. Gotta do some power steering stuff. Hopefully I'll get the parts this weekend. I really need to raise the front and lower the rear as well. So I'm just gonna try to keep going along while we're all doing stuff, so we can keep knocking. More updates. So as you can see here, engine's pretty much wired. Oil cooler's done. Lines tightened. Most of the harness is been TC 105 and epoxy down, so it all runs what it's supposed to. All nice. The things that are on there are things I don't have. I don't have perch and nitrosolenoid yet. And to get 2 sensors for these 2 extra sensors that I'm going to try to run later on. We need to run this brake line kind of tucked up some. What else did we do? So I also terminated a couple of sensors for my oil pressure, fuel pressure, oil temperature. Terminated the wipers, put the kill switch on. What else did I do? We did all the power wires. So ground is with white label DR, and the power is with yellow label DR. But they're still marked right here. Goes from there to the starter, to the alternator, battery, to here, and to the back of the head. I got this dumb other wire right there that I'm gonna take off and maybe make a better, low spec looking one, or maybe not. We also got most of the copper washers are on all our master cylinders and everywhere else. Then we got most of this stuff routed. So you can see, like, same thing from the other side. The bulkheads are there, but the TC is routed everywhere. It's kind of nice and tight, kind of nice and out of the way. You know, as much as it could be. Battery box is mounted. Oh, now we got light. Oh, man. We got mounted battery box. We still have to do like an actual battery, a tie down, and I gotta do the kill switch solenoid, which is sitting somewhere over there. What else did we do? We got most of these power wires tightened, and like you see, ran. That's about it. I think the only thing we have to do is fill the Tilton things and start paddling everything to check out if we have leaks and where it's gonna leak. More than likely it's gonna leak more than one place. I also got an extended for my steering. Before I was trying to use this little extender thing, but it was the wrong whatever thread. So I just opted to have 2 energy quick releases. Easy, fast, cool, whatever. So that's done. What else is done? I mean, it sounds like we didn't do much, but all the harness being TC'd and laid out. It's pretty perfect. It's ready to go. Tail lights. It's the fuel bulkhead. It's gonna go over right here. At least that's the plan. Tail lights still need to be terminated, so we have this end and obviously a connector doesn't work, so we have to flop it over and do our connector, the DT. I think that's all we did really. Even though it doesn't seem like much, it was a lot to accomplish in today, short period of time. So much that I just have to show you guys. So look at this fanciness. So we got aluminum backing lines for the wastegate so they don't melt. I did my fuel pressure sensor. Got my oil pressure sensor right here. This little bracket I made. What else have we done? Sandra and Lindsay are killing it, are cleaning the windows from overspray. They also, sorry Lindsay. They also mounted my seat all the way leveled and flat. Look how great that looks. Sandra's over here making crazy faces. She hates being on camera, so she's running away into a corner. Now she's going outside for no reason. You just made a fake noise. That was worse. You sounded like you were howling. So Armin killed this battery box with our circuit breaker going on. There we go. So yeah, we're just busting along. I'm just showing you guys what we got going on. Just because we keep doing a lot of little crap that's accomplishing a lot. Like now that they finish this, now I can have them probably install my what's it called, roof wing, and that'll be another thing off the list. And we just continue to click things off the list and doing things just so we can get this done in time. It's pretty much just, I got Scott's killing stuff, but we just have, what, 2 days for this car to be tuned, tomorrow and Sunday. And then after that, we would have 4 days to do. Jeez. We're just supposed to be like bada bing, bada bam. Here we go. Well, huge shout outs to Chase Base for joining the program. I needed some power steering stuff, and I hit him up. I hit old cute boy Ryan, and him and Chase hooked it up. So big shout out to them. So we got their power steering reservoir with power steering cooler, high pressure line, and the rack high pressure lines, because every time I put an engine in, I bend these things, and I know everybody else does. So this right here makes it all look nice. And then next time you put an engine in, you won't bend them. Yeah. So huge shout out to Chase Base. I've always used their lines. As you can see, this is the new one with their, looks like their new banjo style setup. And you can see how I've had this one in here forever, and everything else leaks but that. So huge shout out for Chase Base for making good products and for joining the program. So then now we can have super awesome, cool steering. And now the steering system should not bolt over and last a long time. So I'm gonna continue to try to run this. The next step is to try to put this guy right here. Try to mount it up, run the lines from there, and from that side obviously to the steering rack. I think that's it. And then the power steering setup is completely done. All nice. Everything else is looking really good. They are killing the windshield. You can see the difference. Yep, that's my overspray fault. What? All right. She said stuff. I think that's it. We're gonna keep maybe working along as much as we can, and probably not. Maybe get out of here soon, just so we can back here tomorrow early and get back to work. We need to like finish this up, so then we can add fluids to that, and we can add engine fluids because that's all done. I need hoses and mount the radiators. I'll do that tomorrow. We need transmission fluid. We need to do yes. This is the best power steering line and setup you can get. Like, check this out. Everyone else is just a canister. This thing is baffled. It's just they took their time with this, figured it out. Check this out. Double swivel. Yeah.
Holding.
Sanders pumped in the brakes. Armin's bleeding them. Looks like we have rear brakes. And the hydra's working. What else? I'm making a bracket for the oil cooler, or the power steering cooler. But here's what the engine looks like as of right now. A couple little things like my intake pipe and filter and a catch can over here. But I ended up having to use the CoreWorks radiator brackets upside down, and they actually work really nice. Yeah, everything came out so nice.
Sorry, I'm making you old. Alright, pump again.
As you can see, we did hard lines for the vacuum lines for the wastegate.
Hold.
We still gotta plumb the bottom, but this makes it easier on us, so we won't melt these lines that easy. At the bottom, we'll put a sleeve that I have of, some of that protection, fire sleeve protection stuff. And so yeah, just mounting this power steering cooler, so then now we can lift up the car a little bit more and finish the coolant system. It looked like Armin just finished bleeding the brakes. Now I don't know if Sandra's happy with them or not, but it looks like maybe they're done. It'll just honestly be trying to drive it and get my brake bias done. I finished these last two extra connector things for whenever I do the straw pot. I got green Samco hoses to match a whole bunch of stuff. But I got a throttle cable done. Alright, so I have a throttle cable. Apparently I have brakes right now. Yeah, we're fucking moving along. After I do that, we'll fill up with some oil. We got the brake stuff done, my switch panel's done, and maybe we can start testing some things. Maybe terminate the tail light ends just so we can test tail lights and tail lights. That would be cool. Maybe do that just so we can test it. But maybe after I put oil in the engine, we can test like the starter signal and stuff like that. Just go over some stuff. Maybe even power up the ECU. I don't happen to have a computer or laptop on me, so I can't check it. Power steering bracket, or power steering thingy-bob bracket. A cheech. Armin's working on headlight, so then we can terminate the lights. And I actually just ended up getting some couplers for us. Went to Submit because I needed stuff for the Z. So now I got the right couplers. So now it's ready. To be honest, we're on the last stretch of little things. Mount this sucker up. mark these lines so I can cut them and match where I mount my power steering reservoir. Yeah, so holy shit. I'm dying. But anyways, wow. I fixed the oil leak. We got some hose clamps going on. I need to finish tightening this side. So then my clamps are all done. I got Dustin came to help me out, and he got my spare seat bracket on my passenger seat going on. I also got to finish doing the mods that I needed to do to the harness and ECU, pull-up resistor and stuff. That's my fault for getting to do that. We were supposed to do that inside the ECU, but I completely forgot about all that. Honestly, I wired this car up for much better ECUs, you would say, but that's my fault. But so now I gotta put it all back up, put the TCs back up, tie them. You probably can't hear me at all. This thing is loud, but I'm so excited. If I can't tell my thought. Happening, guys. Ed came through and made this thing look like ice. Water. Drip. Look at my roof. You guys will get to see in person, but he fucking killed it and made my crappy, super fast, clear be 100 times better. We're gonna have Ed do all our cars from now on as soon as we're done.
All of them.
All of them. Dusty's, everyone's, because I don't want to learn how to do this. I'm just gonna spray my best and have the people who know how to do it best do it. But we got Dusty getting the car strapped so he can take it straight to Jose to get in alignment at Global Tires. I'm gonna get off work, go meet him, and then straight to go see Phil. Do some EMS dyno tuning sessions. Pull yours down first. Alright, so we got my car to Phil's shop. Phil, what do you call your shop now?
Engine Management Solutions.
So we're at Engine
I don't have a
Management.
banner up. I got stickers over there though.
Okay, he's got the stickers. So we're at Engine Management Solutions. So Phil's gonna try to lay down a base tune and really just get this shit ready to go. The car's been tuned before, but alright, well, we've been trying to get this thing done. Somehow my starter's dead now. We went through one fuel pressure sensor. The one I had was bad. And we're waiting on Ralph to get back with the starter to be able to see if this thing's gonna work. While we're trying to battle it. Everything should be set and ready. Now, if the starter gets here and we can get the shit to start. Ready to go. Bill's getting ready. Well, guys, it's 1 o'clock. Maybe like 1:30 in the morning Friday. We gotta leave later on today. And it's kinda finally finished. Quick latches right there, to hold the skirts in the front bumper. But I can't stop complaining about the Origin fender fitment. It just bothers me everywhere. It just bothers me. But, you know, it is what it is. At least it looks so good overall. It's crazy where this car has come from, and for it to be finally done, I can't thank all the people enough that's helped out. I just, you know, Sandra probably can't get enough thanks and appreciation for how much she has to put up with me dealing with this thing and just helping out. She's here still cleaning up and getting ready with me. She's also getting her bike ready. Yeah, we got harnesses installed. There's a couple last things I gotta do, like fire extinguisher and a couple other things that I'm gonna grab tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna install the grip tape and stuff like that. I was supposed to have tint, but seems like I'm not going to for this event. But it's done. As done as gonna be for tonight. Hopefully it drives. I think I might need to align it again because I think that rear toe is messed up. I saw one of the arms was loose. So I should probably check that out. And I also raised this whole side of the car up some, so it would match the other side a little bit more, which it did. And I think now it's kind of balanced looking, which is good. So anyways, I'm beat. I'm gonna try to get some sleep before I come here tomorrow and load up, mount some tires,